Alright, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the video is F-15 Eagle, the most gangster fighter jet of all time. Guys, this jet is absolutely amazing. Alright, I am somewhat of a random military arsenal type of lover, let's say. But either way, the F-15 Eagle is absolutely amazing. It's one of our best, if not our best. But all right, let's get it. Let's check this out. Coming from the channel, The Fat Electrician, even though he is not fat, but we're going to call him The Fat Electrician. Let's continue. I feel like I should change my channel to The Fat Reactor.
Today we're talking about the most gangster fighter jet of all time, the F-15 Eagle.
Gangster. Okay. Guys, this is a beautiful jet. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the American muscle car equivalent of a fighter jet. Developed during the Cold War in the early 1970s, it was designed to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to establish air superiority. And being that this was the 1970s and stealth technology wasn't going to come out for another decade, Uncle Sam had to rely on good old-fashioned horsepower and gunpowder. He figured if you couldn't be sneaky enough to go unnoticed, you just had to be fast enough to go untouched. And that is exactly what they did with the F-15, because it is equipped with two Pratt & Whitney F-100 engines, totaling 19,200 horsepower, which is like 800,000 water chickens. This plane can travel at a max speed of Mach 2.5.
Did you calculate duck powder? Duck power? All right.
Which is like 800,000 water chickens. This plane can travel at a max speed of Mach 2.5, which is roughly
2.5. I think he rounded up, did he? Did he round up? Maybe. I think the top speed of that the jet was like super close to 1800 at least. Like Mach 2.3, but my numbers could be wrong. He made a video, so most likely he actually recently looked into this. But all right, let's get it.
1,000 water chickens. This plane can travel at a max speed of Mach 2.5, which is roughly 1,900 miles an hour. And here's the kicker. It's not just fast, it's quick. And if you don't know the difference, I'll elaborate. You can build up speed slowly and be fast. But being quick is the ability to be fast in a hurry. And the F-15 is like a drag car. It is
because of the rockets.
Fast the minute you hit the throttle. So fast, in fact, that you can argue that it could be classified as a rocket. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to nerd out for a second. Generally speaking, aircrafts need to do two things to fly. They need to generate lift and thrust. They need to generate enough lift to counteract gravity, so the physical weight of the aircraft, and they need to generate enough thrust to counteract drag. But here's the thing with the F-15, it has a greater than 1 thrust to weight ratio, meaning that it can generate enough pounds of thrust to offset drag and the weight of the aircraft.
Oh, this is a perfect jet, guys.
Meaning it doesn't need to generate lift to sustain flight, which is what a fucking rocket does. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, I'm trying to tell you the F-15 doesn't need to generate lift. It can just beat the atmosphere into submission. The F-15 could literally have its wings chopped off in mid-flight, and it would still be able to fly. And I mean,
bro, it definitely sounds like it. I don't know how that would be possible based off of all the knowledge on other jets, but it would make all the sense in the world based off of how you just depicted it, that this in fact does beat the atmosphere. I don't know how it would continue. Well, could it continue to fly straight and not just do this? Not this, but this. Probably, I guess. I mean, if that's enough.
I can already hear the comment section now. The chubby electron guy's so dumb he needs to go back to high school physics class. That's not how any of this works.
That's
no,
what I would
exactly
say,
how this works. And guess what? If you don't want to believe me and what's theoretically possible on paper, you don't have to, because this has already happened in real life. In 1983, an F-15 had a mid-air collision, completely lost one wing, and then proceeded to fly 10 more miles and then land safely. Okay, and if that's not enough proof that it's basically a rocket, you can look at how an F-15 takes off. I'll show you the footage. The minute it clears the runway, it goes straight vertical and breaks the sound barrier. It is one of the only planes on the planet that can do that.
Guys, beautiful jet. Beautiful. Like, you hear that sound? Hear the sound? America. That's what it sounds like.
Well, even if it is that fast, common sense dictates that they had to make a bunch of design compromises, and I bet the F-15 has hardly any firepower because of it.
It's crazy.
You know what? For once, you're right. That is what common sense would dictate, because that's what every other country does. If they want to go really fast, they either have to sacrifice firepower or maneuverability. However, here's what you're not taking into consideration. This is America. We don't make cents. We make dollars, and this thing has more firepower than any other fighter jet in the American fleet. Yeah, more bombs, more missiles, and on the off chance that isn't enough, it's also equipped with an M61 1991 Vulcan 20mm Gatling cannon in case
Is that the one that's off the Warthog, guys?
it needs to tell somebody to get fucked at 6,000 rounds per minute.
Right. I think that's the Warthog.
So just so we're all on the same page, even though the F-15 is over 50 years old, it is still the fastest and most heavily armed fighter jet in the American fleet. And did I mention that it can also go like 3,000 miles without needing to refuel?
At what speed, though?
Meaning that it's also extremely versatile, legit.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter, to be honest. Doesn't matter. It could be going 100 miles an hour because it's still in the air, still moving at, towards that, the range limitations. Guys, that's insane. That's pure insanity. I like that. See, again, F-15 Eagle, guys. It's amazing.
Logistically speaking, because it can fly from America to Europe without needing aerial refueling. And here's...
Yeah, but let me look at this map really quickly.
Logistically speaking, because it can fly...
All right, see this map here? Generally, it would not do that, though. It just wouldn't, because what it would have to do is it would go from... Where are we taking off at, guys? Oh, somewhere in that trash state, New Jersey. All right, so... Oh, we're from New York. Okay. I'll take that. So from New York, it would probably go to Rota or Cadiz, Spain, this part right here, because this is where the American military base is. There or in Tangiers, Morocco, right? Because that's where our bases are. It would fly there to there and then fly there. But either way, let's go.
From America to Europe without needing aerial refueling. And here's the
still
kicker.
Crazy.
None of that is the reason it's the most gangster fighter jet of all time. It's the most gangster fighter jet of all time because this thing is the epitome of a pro gamer move. It is a real world combat record of 104 to 0. It is downed 104 enemy aircrafts and been shot down 0 times in return. It is the only aircraft to lose a wing, continue flying, and land safely. It's the only aircraft to ever shoot down a satellite while it was still in outer space. Yeah, America did that during the Cold War. We shot down one of our own spy satellites to send a message to the Soviet Union that we could do it to their satellites too. And my personal favorite, it is the only aircraft to ever score an air-to-air kill using a...
That one. Nothing. I'm not sure anything else matters now, guys. I'm not sure. Based off of this here, look at the imagery. That's crazy. All right? You're shooting down satellites? You win. You win. That's it. That's it. The most gangster fighter jet of all times. In fact.
Satellites too. And my personal favorite, it is the only aircraft to ever score an air-to-air kill using a bomb. Not an air-to-air missile, a bomb. Yeah, in 1991 during Desert Storm, it actually hit a moving Mi-24 Hind helicopter with a GBU-10 bomb. Yeah, this one.
Oh, that helicopter did not make it.
That is a 2,000-pound general-purpose bomb, and it just hit a moving helicopter with it. That is absolutely unheard of. In conclusion, while the F-15 is no longer the...
I mean, listen. Let's not go ahead and say that the jet had much to do with it. The jet is a tool. The jet helped. But it was that person in that seat, okay? That person in the seat most likely got all the awards that you can imagine. The jet didn't get it. Okay, so let's give some acclaim to the person that actually took care of that. That's wild.
Best fighter jet on the planet because it's been replaced by the F-22 Raptor. I feel pretty confident in saying that it will go down in history as the greatest fighter jet of all time. And that history is still being written because America is coming out with another F-15, the F-15EX Eagle II. And that's going to have to be its own video some other time. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch. thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
All right, guys. Yeah. F-15 Eagle. Guys, I love these jets. I love the way they look. Like, I understand they are absolutely, tools of destruction. I understand that. Generally, things that destroy people shouldn't be pretty, right? I look at my guns and I'm like, oh, these are kind of pretty occasionally, right? But obviously, that doesn't make any sense. That also makes me sound a little crazy. I'm not crazy. Okay, all right. I'm not one of those guys, right? But either way, guys, solid. No complaints here. I like this guy. Definitely keep sending me some more. I think we have a couple of more of his videos you guys wanted me to check out that are kind of loaded currently. So we'll be getting to those as soon as we possibly can. All right. But listen, enjoy the rest of your day. All right, guys. Before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.